Yo, what up fam? Welcome back to another episode of Q Reviews. In this Q Review, we'll be going over Rise of Skywalker, directed by J.J. Abrams, starring Daisy Ridley, Adam Driver, and John Boyega. Now, this is the end of this new trilogy, Rise of Skywalker. The first movie is directed by J.J. Abrams. The middle one is directed by Rian Johnson, and J.J. Abrams came back to direct the finale of this trilogy. And this is the end of the Skywalker arc that started off with the good old 1977 Star Wars, directed by George Lucas. So it's a 9-film story arc, and this is the combination. This is the end of the Skywalker saga. I was so excited to see this movie. I couldn't believe this is the end. All my life I grew up with Star Wars, and this is the end of it. This is the end of, I've been on this journey 42 years, if you can believe it. And as I seen this film, I did not like this shit. I did not like this movie. First off, J.J. Abrams came back to retcon The Last Jedi, which I'm not the hugest fan of, but I respected some things that were done in Last Jedi, directed by Rian Johnson. I didn't really like what he did with the character Luke Skywalker. Some other things that they did with the story, wasn't a big fan of, but I give him credit for being so ambitious to try something bold and different with The Last Jedi. I wasn't the biggest fan of it, but it is what it is. Now J.J. Abrams came back to retcon all the shit that's done in Last Jedi, and he literally shit on this man's work. Just everything that Last Jedi was, J.J. Abrams came back to made it a point to shit on everything he does in this movie. Everything fucking Rian Johnson did, JJ came back and shit on it. And he's gonna give you all the fan service you Star Wars nerds like. If you remember certain things like Millennium Falcon, Lando Calrissian, certain things that you really grew up with, the Emperor being back, even though it makes no fucking sense at all that the Emperor's back, he's just back. Slim Shady's back, son. I hope you happy, because that's what you're gonna get here. Just tons of fan service. The movie is paced so fast, you never get a chance to catch up, especially this first act. It's just boom, 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 and as I'm watching this film, I am hollow inside. I'm hollow. I feel nothing, like dying in my fucking sleep. I'm just looking at the screen, watching shit go down. Like Independence Day Resurgence or the new Transformers franchise. This is like Age of Extinction or some shit. I'm just watching stuff blow up. And it's a beautiful, glorious blow up, Stuff is blowing up glorious. The set pieces look immaculate, It's a cold-ass Jedi fight scene between Rey and Kylo on the top of a Star Destroyer, and it looks great, but I don't feel shit. I felt more from The Force Awakens when Rey and Kylo fought in The Force Awakens. I thought that was a dope fight, and I had a little bit of emotion behind this. I never watched a Star Wars movie where I felt so fucking emotionless. I didn't feel anything. Now, George Lucas did not come to this premiere, and I can see why. Because when you're watching two fucking directors, like this is East Coast and West Coast beef to me. These are like two rappers going against each other, on the screen. But we as fans, I think, suffer. Now, if you're a Star Wars fan, and if you like this movie, hey, this is just my opinion. You clicked on my face. Remember that shit. Now, if you are a Star Wars purist and anything Disney feeds you with Star Wars in it, like this stupid ass meme with Shia LaBeouf, I don't care what the fuck you put in front of me, long as it's Star Wars. This is fucking bullshit. This Star Wars was always cooler than this, Star Wars is better than this, I think, And me growing up, Star Wars was good storytelling, It was good storytelling. It had deep mythology. It had characters you really cared about. As I'm looking at this screen, I don't care. I don't care. As that's a 42-year combination, I'm supposed to fucking care about what's going on the screen. This is it. It's no Return of the King. It's, as far as I'm concerned, this trilogy ends at Return of the Jedi. I'm sorry, I like Force Awakens. I thought Force Awakens was a good resurgence to get Star Wars back on track. Okay, they retreaded some stuff from New Hope. I didn't mind. I thought it was fun enough. I love the Millennium Falcon stuff. I love Rey. I love, Kylo. Speaking of acting in this film, Kylo Ren, played by Adam Driver, is the best actor, I think, in the whole entire trilogy. He even acts his ass off here. And he's one of the best actors to be watched. If you ain't watched Marriage Story, this nigga cuss Scarlett Johansson out so fucking bad that I want to divorce the motherfucker. Like, god damn, like, I ain't never heard nobody cuss nobody out like this dude did. You know what I'm saying? And then here, he is the best actor in this whole entire thing. I kind of fell from him, but it just bullshit thrown in that doesn't make any sense. It's the whole Emperor arc is ridiculous. As for the late great Carrie Fisher, who passed away a couple years ago, so they needed her to be in this new movie, so they used old footage from The Force Awakens, and I have to say, hats off to them for trying, but she was so disconnected. I didn't think she needed to be in this film this much, or if at all, because when it came off as like, you ever talk to somebody who's like kind of not all there, like the old crazy cat lady, and they were calling up to Carrie Fisher, asking her questions like, General Leia, we have the plans to the new Death Star. The Emperor, we must go kill him at once. I think I left my phone in the microwave behind the hyperdrive. But we have to go kill the Emperor at once. Well, I don't know that droid. Like, what? She seemed totally off, and I give them respect for trying, but it just didn't work in this film. Carrie Fisher scenes didn't quite work. Nice to see her, but maybe they should just cut some of it out or cut it way down, because she's in the movie a bit, you know what I'm saying? Maybe more than she needed to be. And I don't want to shit on Carrie Fisher's legacy. They did what they could, but as for a film, it did not work. One of the good things I want to say about the film, of course, John Williams' score works as always. It's pretty good, but nothing really memorable, like a memorable theme, like Duel of Fates. Which is one of my favorite things, but there's nothing really concrete here that I want to, play again. But he carries the movie well with his score, and the acting is pretty good. I'm not gonna shit on all the actors. Finn does not have anything to do here, but look in the camera and yell. He's just yelling. Yeah, his story arc is almost non-existent. Poe's story arc, I guess he was doing stuff. And speaking of Poe, he's supposed to be the baddest fucking, star fighter ever, right? The action here is not better. Like the star fights are not better than Return of the Jedi. At least you're seeing them turn, and when they shooting ships and things like that. You don't see a lot of air battles going on between ships. It's just them going to blow something up and something explodes. I would like to see a little bit more aerial combat, you know what I'm saying? This is the end of Star Wars. You gotta do better than this, you know what I'm saying? Star Wars fans, I know you probably love this movie. You're probably like cringing in your feet. I just love Star Wars no matter what they bring. I tell you what, like The Mandalorian has been alright. Those last couple episodes was like, they're fine. Like 5, I hate it. You know what I'm saying? I'm putting this movie up with episode 5 of The Mandalorian, but they turned to brag about 6 and 7. Now 7 of The Mandalorian had me on the edge of my seat. Like, what the fuck's gonna happen now? I'm not gonna spoil it here, but that had me on the edge of my seat. But this, I was just looking emotionless, plain, like, I feel nothing. I'm rolling my eyes. I shouldn't be rolling my eyes in a Star Wars film. I'm glad that the Rotten Tomatoes score is what it is, 57%. This may send a message that next time they bring out a Star Wars movie, you gotta do better. This is just corporate entities pushing this out to 2019 to get your money. I've seen a poster online. It's like, they live with obey, follow this, like that, just because they know you love Star Wars and you will give it money. Now, it's the lowest opening from the newest trilogy of this Star Wars film. I think it's about 176 million right now, which is for the being a finale of a trilogy, it should be higher than this. And that's saying something. That is starting to drop. Star Wars is starting to drop. Now, I said this in another review. Don't become the new Warner Brothers. Don't become Paramount Transformers franchise. And that's what's happening now. Your movies and your storylines are diminishing your sales returns. Now, if you go into Walmart, Target, you see those Star Wars toys on sale. Kids don't want to buy them that much. They don't want to be Rey and Poe and Finn because you didn't give us anything to believe in. The Force is lost. I was always a big component of the Force and what it meant and what Star Wars meant to me and how to move it forward, and it turned into corporate fucking greed. George Lucas, I'm glad you didn't come to this premiere because they just shit on your child. And, yeah, like Rian Johnson and J.J. Abrams were both shitting on each other, and in turn, they shit on George Lucas, man. I don't know. I just did not like this shit. I want to do a spoiler review. I'm going to do a spoiler review and get more in depth to why I just don't like it. It's one of my disappointing. This is my #1 disappointing film of 2019 because I didn't maybe expect super greatness, but I expected better storytelling than this. I am enjoying Fallen Order way more than I am enjoying Rise of Skywalker. Like, I got my list now. It's like Holiday Special, Attack of the Clones, and then Rise of Skywalker. Maybe I might flip those because I still have a memorable scene in there with the Jango Fett and Boba Fett scene that I like. I'm trying to think about what really scene do I really like, and that I'm gonna buy it on Blu-ray. I don't know, son. I don't know. So if I well, man, if I had to Star Wars, the last in a 49-year movie arc, what am I gonna give Star Wars, The Rise of Skywalker? Man, to be honest with you, I want to give it a 2.8 out of 5. A 2.8 out of 5. I want to bring it to 3 because those artists and those practical effect people did their jobs, and the actors in this movie were fine. It's just the story and the direction and the cartoonish vision. There's no fucking vision in this film. Next time you go into a trilogy, don't be thinking about the calendar and when you want to put out another Star Wars movie. Try to think ahead and come up with a cohesive story. Take lessons from Kevin Feige, a dude who had a plan. It might not be the exact plan, but have an overall plan. Just don't go out in the backyard with $150 million and start shooting a movie, because this is what this is. Star Wars is turning into the Transformers franchise. And if you love Star Wars, don't just say you love it because you love Star Wars and your lightsaber. That's cool to be a fan, but don't let them do this to you. Don't let them sucker you into this fucking garbage Star Wars shit that they put it out. It's not good. Rise of Skywalker is not good. Sure, there are good elements about it. Just like Justice League. There's certain elements in Justice League that are good, but overall, Justice League is trash. Just like Rise of Skywalker. It is what it is. It's just my opinion, you know. Anyway, guys, what did you truly think of Rise of Skywalker? Please let me know in the comments below. I'm going to be doing a spoiler review to get more in depth into why I dislike this movie. If you like this video, go ahead, hit me up, the thumbs up. If you really like this content, consider subscribing to the Q Review family. And don't stare at it. Don't let them feed you this garbage. And don't eat it. Don't eat it this time. Don't eat this Star Wars bullshit. Peace.